What is going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So I was just chilling here on my computer, and randomly I see a bunch of tweets get spat out by the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise with their Twitter account. They just spat out a whole bunch of tweets that relate to upcoming campaign events that are going to be arriving on JP. Now, this is some very exciting information. I've made videos about these in the past. You know, they always start to, reveal these campaign events on their Twitter account now, rather than just tease them in game, which I think is kind of strange, but either way, it's really nice because it gets the community together and everyone gets all hyped on Twitter, which is interesting. So first of all, this first post just basically mentions the events in brief detail, and then they go into further detail with corresponding tweets. So this is the first of 6 tweets. So the second tweet actually goes on about a brand new farmable event that's going to correspond in with the 50 million download celebration, as you can see here. So this is corresponding to this event still. So the 50 million download celebration obviously debuted with the dual unit with Nami Robin and the Pudding Legend. So interestingly enough, they are still continuing on down that road. So this entire month span has been to celebrate this event, which I think is pretty cool. And we even had the treasure map that's come out with the Viola and Rebecca dual unit, which was really interesting as well. The unit is pretty decent. And in the treasure map itself, there was like a 50 million download special map that you could play on New World, which was a little bit more difficult, but gave you more points. And then there's a brand new Kizuna coming up as well on JP with a Valentine's Coalla and a Valentine's Bello Betty, which are actually pretty interesting units. If you guys haven't seen those particular units here, we can actually go ahead on the subreddit Discord. So this is the brand new Kizuna Koala that people will be able to farm for in the upcoming event. She's actually pretty interesting. And this is the brand new Bello Betty that will be a limited rare recruit for the Kizuna Clash rare recruit banner. She's actually really good as well. So just to give you a brief overview, the brand new Koala that's coming out, her special ability, which is here, will deal 20 times her attack and side damage to one enemy, changes all orbs including block into matching, which is great. And if your captain is fighter or free spirit, you get a 2 times conditional boost against defense down enemies for 1 turn. So that's a pretty good special ability. Now, as for the brand new rare recruit Bello Betty, whose artwork looks great by the way, her special ability will reduce bind and attack down duration by 5 turns, reduces the enemy's defense to 0 for 1 turn, and boosts orbs of free spirit and cerebral by 2 times for 1 turn. So she is fantastic, as she is the unit that allows you to get 0 defense, whereas you have a 2 times conditional against defense down, so it works perfectly. Now, she also has a really powerful support ability. Once per adventure, when the supported character uses their special, greatly reduce enemy defense for 1 turn. So greatly reduce typically is between 70 to 80% defense reduction. So the thing about it is you can have this brand new Kizuna Clash Koala and then have this support ability, so you can get the self-proccing conditional boost, you get the full border matching orbs. However, if you do use this unit as a sub on a regular team, you still get bind and attack down removal. You also get the defense down, and a 2 times orb boost is also really good. So this is the brand new event that's coming to JP with the Kizuna Clash. But on top of that, there is this event here as well, which you can see the banner right there introducing 4 brand new units. There's going to be a new Flampe, a brand new Brulee, a new Smoothie, and a brand new character that hasn't received a unit in One Piece Treasure Cruise yet. I actually didn't know who this character was. I had to do a quick search, but on the wiki here, it is Charlotte Custard, which is obviously one of the characters in the Big Mom family. And all of these characters seemingly are going to be maybe bosses in the upcoming event. It mentions something about you have to get a certain amount of drops of items, and then by fulfilling certain conditions, by getting those drops, you're able to get rewards, which can include up to 30 rainbow gems. You've got legend tickets. You also have rare recruit keys. I think these are used for rare recruits with their limit break plus. So lots of cool stuff. But obviously the big thing here is, are these characters actually going to be summonable units? That is what I'm very interested to see. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to release a Legend Smoothie. Also, what they did say in the last treasure map that came out on JP with Viola and Rebecca dual unit, that if you ranked at a certain position, you would get tickets that would enable you to summon for new characters that are coming up in a new batch. I think it's likely to be this. I really hope that Smoothie is the Sugo Fest exclusive character. Maybe, potentially, this might not even be a legend in this batch at all. It just might be a batch of only rare recruits. It's going to be hard to say what it could be, but you can see you can get some titles as well. These look like titles, so maybe one for Flampe, Brulee, Smoothie, and also Custard as well. So either way, this is very interesting to see. I really hope that Smoothie is the legend. If she isn't, then it's going to be a little bit disappointing in my opinion, because this is the perfect opportunity to release a smoothie legend, honestly. It really, really is. Because, I mean, we've got a legend Katakuri, we've got 2 Katakuris, that is. We have a legend Cracker, and if Cracker can get a legend, then Smoothie deserves one as well. I think potentially we could get an Oven legend in the future as well, but I digress. Let's move on. This is relating to Stampede, so you can see quite clearly the Blu-ray and DVD for Stampede will be releasing on the 18th of March, and to celebrate that, they're going to be re-releasing the content from Stampede, which is the 2 raid bosses in Lucci and Sabo, and the Colosseum lore. So the thing about it is since Stampede debuted on One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan, the events never returned, like ever. So I think a lot of people would definitely appreciate this, especially those who maybe started new accounts relatively recently. To get your hands on these units is really, really nice. These units are still pretty good to this day. The thing about it is this going to also release the other stuff that came with Stampede, whether it be Kizuna Boa Hancock. So in the new Kizuna, are you able to get that Boa Hancock if you didn't get that previously? Also, for people that pulled Douglas Bullet or started new accounts recently, are you able to farm up the skulls for his super evolution? Because I know many players on JP, they have Douglas Bullet, but they don't have the skulls to super evolve him. So I think it'd be awesome if they just re-release that super evolution island or make it available in the unlockable missions. That would be nice. So it's awesome to see that they are going to be re-releasing this event for players that, you know, were not able to pick up these units. So that's really, really good to see. This is also really cool. So this is a brand new batch of support units. Now, these are the characters that are going to be getting support units that they're just highlighting, but I'm pretty sure this mentions like there's going to be more units. I don't know if that means up to 50 units, but there will be more units than these ones right here. Now, these yellow tabs here are these support abilities here, which we actually can go through. But you can see that both versions of Doflamingo are receiving a support ability. I expect the Dofi units to probably just be stat boost. V2 Rayleigh getting a support is interesting. He is a unit that literally no one is using nowadays. I actually mentioned it on my stream yesterday. I would love for this unit to receive a super evolution, and I think V2 Rayleigh with a super evolution with the right things tinkered could be one of the best units in the game, quite honestly. Lucy, who got his super evolution a couple months back, is now getting his support ability. You got Magellan, Akainu, Kuzan, V1 Fujitora, who still doesn't have a super evolution, which is very strange. Kanjuro, Old School Hawkins. You got the Valentine's units here, which is cool. Treble, and also Colosseum Neptune. But now what we can do is actually go over to the subreddit Discord once again, and shout out to, I'm not really too sure who translated this, but shout out to these guys who are updating this for the support ability. So for Sabo, who had the first ability here, he only supports Rebecca, Koala, and Hack. And he will say, once per adventure, when the supported character is inflicted with special rewind, he reduces the cooldown of the unit by 3 turns. So you just can completely resist special rewind. There aren't too many. I mean, technically, you can actually put this on Vivi and Rebecca dual unit, which is fantastic. That's really powerful. The new Koala that's coming out, you could technically put this unit on that, which is cool. You could put this character on Hack as well. Unfortunately, Hack doesn't have really any good units in the game. But as for Rebecca and Koala, I mean, it's kind of bad because you can't put this unit on Sabo and Koala because it's Sabo himself, so you can't do that. But the new Kizuna Koala, limited rare recruit Koala, there are a bunch of different Koala units you can put it on, but mainly Vivi and Rebecca, I feel, will be the main unit for this. So that's a really good support ability. And then as for Dex Kanjuro, he only supports Kinemon, Raizo, Momonosuke, and Okiku. Surprisingly supports Okiku. Once per adventure, when you're inflicted with Bind or Silence, he reduces by 2 turns. Wow. So that the thing about it is, that's quite interesting, is it's for your whole team, because this one says when the supported character is inflicted with special rewind, and this one just says when you are inflicted with bind or silence, silence being special bind, he just resists it by 2 turns. That is extremely powerful, man. That's really good. The only problem here is Momonosuke has no good units. Raizo doesn't really have that many good units. Only like 1 I can think of off the top of my head that gets used commonly. Kinemon doesn't have many units that are used commonly either. Okiku is a pretty good choice though, because Okiku, the Kizuna Okiku that came out at the time with Luffy, Zoro, and the Sober Mask character, that unit gets used a lot, and this character would be perfect for that. So that's a fantastic support ability. I'm actually really, really excited for that. Now, as for the last major tweet that they go through here, this is huge. So this is obviously a new silhouette that they're going to be revealing for a brand new super evolution that's going to be coming in early March. Now, it goes without saying who this is going to be. Quite easily, you can tell. This is finally the super evolution of 6 6-star Marco. I'm so excited for this, man. The thing is Marco is such an old unit in the game right now, and with the climate that we're in right now in terms of how powerful units are, I literally have no idea what they can do to make this unit like in that same echelon of characters. I don't know what they could possibly do. As for his special ability, I've already mentioned it in previous streams about it as well, but Marco's special ability to this day is still very, very good. A 100 times heal and a 1.5 orb boost for 2 turns is not bad. I think what they could do is they could perhaps drop the orb boost and potentially give him some sort of utility. That would be very interesting if they would do that. As for his captain ability though, that needs to be altered significantly, considering it's a 2.75 captain for 2 colors, but only if you're above 70% HP, I believe it is. It's a terrible captain ability. So honestly, I think it should be at least a 3.5 sign quick captain at the very, very least, and then maybe a healing mechanic every single turn. That would be a pretty passable captain ability for Marco. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about what you want 6-star plus Marco to actually be, and hopefully we get the data download soon. It does mention that even this, not this one, the farming event for these new Whole Cake Island characters, it did mention that this event will be happening like before the end of the month. So perhaps when we get a data download for these characters, we might get one for Marco. But the thing is what they've been doing on JP recently is whenever there's a new super evolution, they actually dedicate a whole banner on the tavern for nearly a whole month. So it happened with Lucci, happened with Sabo being Lucy, it happened with Robin as well. I would expect it to be with Marco as well. So maybe when we get the banner information for Smoothie, Custard, Flampe, and Brulee, we might get a secondary banner with Marco's information as well. And obviously, people might say, it doesn't look like a legend artwork, but of course, in these silhouettes, they don't have the background so that you can see the character's outlines. So, of course, yes, this will be his super evolution. As for what this artwork is, I don't actually know what he's doing in this artwork. It's going to be interesting to see, but I trust the artist to do a very, very good job with Marco. But either way, that's all the information that we have right now for the upcoming campaign event for One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan. Exciting stuff with 6-star plus Marco, a bunch of new support abilities, and the brand new Smoothie, Flampe, Brulee, and Custard. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you guys did, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.